Burnet simply needs a victory over Llano to stay in the playoff hunt. Head coach Kurt Jones explains.
I think the only thing that can really clarify it is just playing more games. The games that will be played Friday night and then the following Friday night will certainly sort it all out. And other than that, you mentioned Liberty Hill being 3-0, and they've taken care of their business. And everybody else is fighting for, second, third, fourth spots in the district to move on. And everyone has a legitimate chance to advance if they will win ball games. So there's some great matchups this weekend in terms of us against Llano, and I guess Gatesville will see Brownwood. Lampasas faces Liberty Hill, and it'll be the same way in the following week. There'll be matchups that'll be very meaningful. Every game means a tremendous amount at this point in time.
Coach Slaughter talked about having the highest respect for Burnet and the coaching staff and the kids here. I have the feeling that you guys have the same respect for what he does over there.
Oh, certainly. Since Craig and his staff have arrived over there in Llano, they've done an exceptional job. They've got that team playing at a high level, and they do have some great personnel. Rab at quarterback, and Hutto and Bauman at receivers, and the Tash kid at running back. Those are great weapons on offense, and our defense is going to have to be at their best to slow that offense down. But their entire team is well coached, and everything that they do, you can see that they're disciplined and they hustle, and they get the most out of their kids over there.
Both offenses seem to have the ability to strike quickly. How big of a deal do you think that is, or a staple do you think that is? I don't know if I think this game will come down to who can outscore the other team to get a win.
Yeah, it's. I think both offenses are, like you mentioned earlier, we're spread offenses, and run a set of plays that can allow you to get down the field in a hurry. Sometimes some of that has to do with your overall team speed. If you can take it to the end zone in one play, and they've got speed on that side of the ball. Their running back is maybe the fastest running back in the district. So, I don't know. I guess our defenses both have to do a great job of preparing for one another. I certainly expect our defensive staff to do a good job with our kids, preparing them this week for what they're going to see. It does help for us to be able to go practice our spread offense, our number one offense against our number one defense this week, and really give them a pretty good look, because that's the same type of offense that they're going to see.
You had mentioned earlier that Leighton Rav had been missing because of some he had some health concerns at the beginning of the season. What do you think his presence for Llano does for his football team?
Oh, I think it's been tremendous boost for them to get him back. He's a tremendous athlete and a great leader for them. Throws the ball well, but he also, probably people don't give him enough credit for how well he runs the football. He's got good speed, and so him coming back, I think, has meant a whole lot to him. When you get great quarterback play, then you have a chance in just about any game you're going to be in. So he's a big-time leader for him. Give
me a couple other keys to this contest for fans to look at.
Yeah. Well, I think I don't know that you go into a game worrying about making mistakes. If you do, that's probably when teams make the most mistakes they're going to make on the year. But all those things you said are correct, and that's just part of playing disciplined football. I think we have to go out on the field and win the physical battle in terms of, on offense, being really solid in all the areas of blocking, and on defense being a solid tackling, swarming defense. And I think if we do that, it'll go a long ways to winning the ball game.
Kurt Jones. Though the Bulldogs have enjoyed a long winning streak over the Yellow Jackets, Burnet is not taking this game lightly. Senior defensive back and receiver Jacob Holland also is someone who doesn't take anything for granted.
I've played football since I've lived in Texas, which I moved from Germany back when I was probably 4. I've overcome a lot of surgeries with my feet and overcome a lot of can't really find the word. What is it? Obstacles, I guess. But being born with bilateral club feet, it's hard for me to run. Doctors were going to just amputate below the knee, but I've had to work through a lot. But I love playing football here in Burnet. It's everything I've ever wanted.
Tell me about your condition, if you don't mind talking about it. Is it hereditary? Were you born with it?
Yes, ma'am, it's hereditary. I was born with it. Some of it we thought was from my dad being in the service, Desert Storm. But it does run in my family, and I actually had it on both feet. I've had multiple surgeries. My last one was when I was either 4 or 6. But I've overcome a lot.
Tell me about some of the obstacles that you have overcome.
Mostly it's been my feet, and I've had scar tissue breakage, some injuries that deal with my ankle or my leg. Just anything dealing with my feet usually ends up being an obstacle for me.
Have you been advised or have you been asked to reconsider playing football?
Doctors said I would never play football, and my deal is I just want to prove them wrong. It's very hard on the muscles and my scar tissue and the tendons. My tendons aren't supposed to stretch. I'm not even able to squat fully, but I do my best.
Why go through all that? It sounds painful.
It is, but I mean, I get through it, and I love playing for this team. I love playing for Burnet, and sports have always been my forte, I guess.
And you said you recently picked up golf. That's another
Yes,
one that sounds like it's hard on your legs and things like that. Do you play for the Burnet High School team?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I do. I was most improved last year, and I actually started last year. I've worked at the golf course for about 2 years now, so I'm used to all that. But walking the course, it usually hurts my calves a little bit, but I love playing.
Wow, that's impressive. What do you shoot in golf? Do you know?
It's not anything to brag about, but when I first started, my first tournament was horrendous. It was a 118. And then I dropped at 30 strokes through the season. So.
Wow, that's impressive. I don't think I can even count that high when I play golf. What are you going to do after high school?
I hope to attend Texas Tech University. I'm already accepted there. But yeah, I'm probably going to be Red Raider.
Do you know what you're going to be majoring in yet?
History.
And what are you going to do with that, do you know?
Probably, if coaching doesn't work out, then I'm looking to go pre-law if I want to do something even higher.